Alrighty, we're here. Alright, cool. I don't think anybody's gonna show what. Oh, hold on. I know what I gotta do. Um, have to actually go to Steam right quick and reactivate all these. Jesus. Alright. This is the one thing I hate about trying to do all this, because I have to now reactivate all of these. And I don't think I'm gonna deactivate them again. I really don't feel like having to go back through and reactivate all my DLCs or deactivate them. No offense to anybody, it's just something I don't want to do. Now let's try it. And I have to close the game. Alright, let's quit. Yes. Let the game itself close. Okay. And then we'll open it back up and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna do something that I've been wanting to do anyway, and I'm tempted to do it. Okay, now it's talking. Oh wait, hold on, that's why. Do that one. There we go. Now this one is what? Okay, what DLC is missing now? Have every DLC working. I just checked. Let me view them. Yeah, all of them are on. I really don't understand what the issue is. Let's try it again. I might just have to click a save and let it kind of do its own thing. Because sometimes you have to do that. It'll tell me, like, oh, you have to download these again in order for the game to work or some kind of crap like that. I don't think this is true. I hope I didn't break it, because I'm not going to be very happy if I did. Alright, we're going to go back to this one. I love the fact that... Alright, and we're going to try it again. It's probably going to tell me the same thing. Yep. Alright, well, luckily... Okay, why is it not showing these on now? I don't need my mods, I need my DLCs to work again. Yes. Oh my dear Jesus. If I've broken something and I can't get it to work... Oh, hold on. Let's see. It's got to update the things, that's what it is. Because of it adding the new DLCs back, it has to update it again. So I have to physically sit here and wait for it to re-download the things again. And I get to sit here the entire time and wait for it to work. But while we're sitting here and waiting on this, I'll explain to you guys what it is exactly that I'm doing at the moment with American Truck Simulator. I'm going through all the states that I have, and I am getting them together and I am driving them. I'm picking, like, if this works, like I hope it will. I don't see where it won't, hopefully. Alright, now all my DLCs should be active. So the Wolf Gaming, this is the one I've been using. Just notice that, like, every single one of my things. Here it goes. Okay, so yeah, it was the DLC thing not being downloaded. That's what the issue was. But, I'm kind of choosing different states and stuff to go into. We'll pick up a small load, something that isn't traveling 300,000 miles, and we'll haul a load. Now, if I get enough people that have all the DLCs that I have in here and all that stuff, if I get enough people that have that and they have all the DLCs that I have, which I'm eventually going to get all the DLCs that they have, not right now because the fact I don't play the game enough. What we're going to do is we're going to do one massive haul where we're going to pick probably from Washington to all the way down to the farthest state we can get to just for the sake of doing it. Now, for those of you wondering, this is my skills. Fragile Cargo is the one that I'm getting now. And then we'll go to the just in time and all that stuff. And I'm completely loan free considering I have 26,000 or $26 million. Now, let's go back to where I was, which I was at Tacoma. We're going to quick travel over there for a reason. Alright, now we got to go and figure out where it is that we're going to go to get a load. Actually, I think there's a load that I can grab right here, which is actually perfect. Let's see what we can get. We're at a Peterbilt dealership, which is kind of funny. Alright, we got one load, and I am not taking it for $57,000. They must actually think that I'm out of my mind if they think I'm taking a U-Haul trailer that far for that little amount of cash. So let's look on the map and see what else we got here. Oh, wow, we got a good few things. Got two different things right here. Shoot, that works out perfectly for me. We are currently driving a Kenworth K100E, I believe is the variant. This is the one that has the cool aerodynamic features and stuff on it. As a matter of fact, you can see it in the background there. Texas, Texas, and Kansas. Is there anything that doesn't require for me to drive 300,000 miles to get to it? Maybe the car dealership will actually have a decent deal for me here. Which I love the fact they're a car dealership, and yet all I see is Fords. Look, there's a Tesla sitting over there. Also, that is apparently a new DLC they will be releasing soon. Oh, here we go. Alright, we can do an $18,000 one to the port of Seattle, and I'll get paid more than if I travel all the way this way. That's insane. Can we trade trailers by chance? Yes, we could. Would we make more though? Is the question. That's always the question you want to ask. Am I going to make more if I do this one? No, not near enough. We're gonna do this one. I mean, is that not like a fair thing to do? I mean, choosing the one that's gonna be more beneficial to me. Oh, this is a different car trailer than what I figured it would have been. Oh, I gotta go the other way to get it. Okay, whoops. I would have figured it would have been like the massive car trailers, but no, this thing's like the small one. Hmm. Alright, so we got 3 trucks on us, and we're going 34 miles, getting paid $18,000 just to drop off 3 trucks. And we're making more money now doing this than what we would have made hauling that load to wherever it was they wanted us to haul it. Of course, I imagine they're probably paying us more because of the fact that it would have probably been more aggravating to do this than it would have to do the haul that requires for you to go that whole different way. But again, I still would have charged probably about $30,000 to $50,000 to do that job simply because of gas prices in Washington. I don't know what gas prices in Washington look like, but I wouldn't have done it for any less than that. I mean, is that not a reasonable price? I feel like it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I get paid this amount of money in one haul to be an owner operator, yeah, let me be an owner operator for the rest of my life. I'll do this any day, but like at the end, you have to consider a lot of things as an owner operator. And one of the things that I've definitely learned, and this is something I learned off my dad, and he was never an owner operator. He tried it once, and it was just the truck that he bought was such a pain that he ended up calling the people and telling them to come and get it and take it back. Like, it was just that bad. But being an owner operator, you can choose what kind of loads you do. You can't really do that a lot when you're just driving for a company. You can't, like, just get handed a load and be told, yeah, you can't mess with that load. You can't mess with that. They don't, a lot of times they won't let you do that. They'll tell you that you have to take that load or you can't work for them anymore. A lot of times that'll be what they tell you. Because that's the load that they've designated for you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. My keybinds got messed up. No, they didn't. They're still here. All right. 4, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Good lord. Online, I'm not really too worried about. Alright, graphics and everything are the same, so I hope that it saved that. Well, let me try resetting it again, seeing how well it does it. Yeah, it fixed it. Okay, cool. I think that's the right way. I hope it is. If not, I just screwed myself. I'll get a little bit of XP off of this. I won't get much. It's a very nice looking place, not gonna lie. Looks very organized compared to what you would actually think it is. I would be throwing stuff all over the place trying to figure out if that's where it was meant to go or not. I imagine they probably got little containers for pretty much everything. Like this is supposed to go there, that's supposed to go there, yada 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 yada. You know, stuff like that. Well, arguably, this isn't a very good representation of this particular truck. But I think it did good. It went 57 miles. I'm sure my workers will put more on it than that, but for what I just did, I think that's a decent amount. Alright. Kenworth. This is the one I get to drive now. Dear God help me. I remember getting this truck. I remember building this truck. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, dear God, what did I do to myself to make myself hate myself that much? It doesn't even have, to be honest, it doesn't even have a bed in it. Like, it just has the truck. Like, that's it. That's all you get is the truck. You don't get anything else. Okay, I did those already. All right, we got to get this Peterbilt 389 done up a little bit. We want some different camos and stuff on you, don't we? Definitely want a new engine, I'll tell you that. We're gonna keep the yeah, we're gonna get the bigger thing on you to get you able to ultra ride or premium ultra ride. Which one looks better for this? I kind of like that dark color. It looks good. All right, now waves, not really. No, we got one on that already on it. That one would be really difficult for them to do. Cougar looks good though. I like that. Freedom. I like the Freedom one. We'll do the Freedom one. And Freedom is 1955423. So I'm gonna have to start writing these numbers down. 1955423. Honestly, I like the way that looks. 1955423. Cool. And then we'll get, do we want that one or that one? Honestly, I like that one the most. 195, 54, 43. Here we go. And then the hubs, of course, we gotta have the spikes. You have to have the spikes. It's a requirement. Get the old grill. I don't like the new grill. I think the new grill looks really pathetically stupid. And since the person that owned it first did keep most of the truck looking real nice, we'll get the this one. I think that one is the best image truck. Now, we want it with the colors and everything, obviously. We go back up. I've got to move my keyboard sometimes. There we go. And then to make my trucks stand out a lot more, I put white walls on them. I think white walls look the best on these trucks, honestly. Okay, we're not worried about any of that stuff. Alright, now, do we want the wing on it, or do we want the... I think that honestly looks the best on this one. And then we'll get that. Okay, that's all that comes with. We're going to keep that on the truck. I don't think you can change anything with the stacks, but... Oh. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. Alright, now if I go into the interior, how bad is that messing up? That's not messing up my view at all. But, which one do I like better? Kind of like that one. I think that one doesn't obscure the view very much. Let me look at what this one looks like. Yeah, I kind of like that in between. I mean, it'd be cool if we could get a painted version of this, but I like it, so let's go with the legacy ones. I think the legacy ones do this truck a lot more justice. And they put horns on it, I think, maybe. Yeah, okay. Maybe the horns just come stock. Kind of looks like, because I'm not seeing any horns anywhere, so that'll work. It looks good, personally. Of course, we're going to go with... I think I like that one the most, honestly. And then we can add the nicer pull bar to it as well. And it'll look really, really good. So that's cool. Yep, and we already kind of got this one set up. The only thing is we need different rims, and I don't think you can really paint this. So we're just going to get the different rims and sit on it and just paint them black. That way they're there, and they're kind of done and already ready to go. The reason I say we're just going to paint them black is because if we don't have a color that we can really get the closest to, and with this one it kind of does go to that black color immediately, so it would look the best if we did it this way. Rather than, just trying to gloss over it and just go, oh, that'll work. Now, I probably won't drive both of those simply because of the fact that I meant to go and change some things in that, by the way. And I didn't. I'll have to go back and look at it. See, these are trucks that I bought with no intention of using them for anything other than, I don't think I'm going to do, let's do red on this. 359, 160. You can normally tell when I bought them stock because, like, they don't have they don't have as much customization on them as I would probably have them have. $359, 100, and then we'll go to 60 on this. Again, 359, 100, and then 60. There we go. And the front end immediately looks so much better. All right. All right. What do they have on you already? They've already got you with that. We're going to go with the angle because I think it looks the best. We're going to go with the chrome. We're going to get the mirrors for you because you need mirrors. Standard thing there. But we want the sensors. I want the sensors. I know that's going to sound crazy to a lot of people considering how anti-sensor I seem sometimes, but I'm a big thing when it comes to rigs. I like having the sensors that tell you, like, or the sensors that'll adjust the cruise control for you. That's what I like so much about them. I think it makes them look so much better. I had one, a Western Star, that did it when I played this game when I first started. And that's what it did. It did the auto sensing like that, and I thought it was like the coolest thing I had ever seen. And then come to find out it was just something that it did. And then I got rid of something and it stopped doing it. I got very upset about it. Alright, now. Chromed out thing, chromed out. High cab, yes. I like the small flares. I think they look nicer. Just saying. And this one, I think, deserves a visor like that because I don't like that. I think it looks pathetically stupid on a truck like this. So let me go right fast because I gotta go. Nope, this one already has all the good stuff in it, so we're good. We'll wait and we'll do what we have to do to these ones because honestly, I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with these ones. Because I got so many trucks, as you can see, that still need a lot of attention brought to them. But whatever, we'll deal with that once we get there. We're going to quick travel. And we are going to quick travel to Tacoma because we just. Wait, didn't we just drive to Seattle? I think we did. So we'll go here. We're not going to the same place twice. Dear Lord, they put me in a parking lot. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. Dear Lord. Reckon that's loud enough? Alright, now, what do we have on the map that I can go grab? Wow, there is nothing here except the mining thing. And in order to get anything else, I'd have to drive all the flipping way over there. Which honestly isn't a bad idea. Reset navigation, thank you. So we'll just take our happy little rear ends on this way. Actually, hold on, guys. My ear is like starting to itch all of a sudden, and I don't even have a headset on the side that it's itching, which is really weird. I think that's what aggravates me the most about my ears. Like, it's always the one that doesn't have anything in it that starts itching, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? I can't see anything right now, so like I'm quite literally driving without seeing anything right now. Oh, I put massive stacks on this thing. I forgot about that. I gotta admit, it's a good looking truck, but it's not exactly something I would use for this. But I made her look really, really good when I made her, so. She's a long body, though, and that's the one thing I don't think anybody's gonna really like about her is there's no turning on this thing, I don't think. I mean, having a cab over means that you have more of a turning ability on you, but a lot of times it also just means something different, too. Alright, so I see already about 3 or 4 different trailers that they possibly are gonna have me want to haul. Excuse me, about 5. Nope, just 3. Alright, well, we're not going there, we're not going there, and we sure as hell ain't going there. Because y'all must be stupid if y'all think I'm going there for that amount of cash. Alright, well, this was a complete waste of time. Thank you for wasting my time. I very much appreciate it. It's not like I'm trying to save gas or anything. Jackasses. Anyway, we'll go down here first, since it is the farthest, see what we can find, and go from there. I think there's actually supposed to be like a, thing on here or something. I don't know. I think this thing has an interior light too, possibly. I love it when people try to treat me like an idiot when it comes to this stuff. I guess like, oh yeah, yeah, we'll totally pay you good to go all the way down there, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not paying me less than 100,000 to go a state over. I'm sorry. That's not happening. You want to cough over 100,000 just to go over to another state? You go right on ahead, but it ain't happening. This truck is good, but it ain't that good. Am I being unreasonable? I feel like I might be being slightly unreasonable. Wait, did I mount the... Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait, this one already comes with the turning signals on the truck itself, so that's cool. Also, don't mind me, I just parked halfway out in the middle of the road. It's fine. Alright, now, let's see how far we have to go to get this way. She does not feel like she's only going about 60, by the way. When this thing gets going, it gets going. It's about like my truck. Like, well, no, my mom's car is like this. My truck, I can normally tell how fast I'm going with her. Because she's a good truck, and I know she never lets me down. My mom's car, on the other hand, we're not going to talk about how many times I've had to put it in the shop just since she got it. And that was only a few months ago. And it's a Ford. 2012. So, yeah. Parts on it are very expensive to try and fix. Parts on it are, what the are you doing? Boy, am I ever glad that I didn't decide to go. Oh, dear Lord. If I would have took that at 60, it would have ended very badly. The muffler went. Radio, it's okay. About like the song I'd be singing right about then. It's a nice little distance to have to travel, though. Very entertaining. I think it's just because of the fact I'm driving in the dark and I can't really see anything. And it makes it feel like I'm going a lot faster than I actually am. Alright. Back up to 60, I see. At least I hope. Maybe. Oh, dear Jesus. Wish they'd make up their minds around here. I love the fact when you blow the horn, they get over. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this name of this town because I have no idea how to pronounce it, and I don't want to offend anybody by mispronouncing it. Okay, I gotta get over anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and get over. That truck's getting on my nerves being slow. Look, a camper truck. You know what's funny? When you look at, like, a regular cab truck, like what we have now, compared to one of these, you realize that you have basically the same amount of room on this truck as it is as you do on a truck with what I like to call the hooded trucks. Cab overs are basically that, but smaller. And I think people just, like, they misunderstand what the purpose of a cab over was or is, and that's where they screw up. You know, if it was any more than that little amount, I would have actually done that. But with them only wanting to pay me that much, they can go flip themselves because there is no way they will pay me. Wait, hold on. If they pay me more on this, I might do it. Nope. Okay, good day. I am not going to be screwed over. Thank you. $18,000 is just way too much to be trying to travel through two different states. And yes, I do call that little lip another state because it is another state. If it would have been 18,000 or like probably like not even 18,000. Now hold on, cop. It was my time to go, you doofus. Dumbass. But I do like the cab on this. I think the cab's really nice. One thing I didn't like about cab overs, though, is the transmission and the engine and everything sitting right there with you. So you don't have as much wiggle room and leg room and everything to move around like you do in a cab truck. And that tends to be a lot of the issue that I have with them. I've rode in a cab over. I can't remember what model. I think it was a Freightliner. But from what I remember of that thing, it was cramped. You know, if it was anywhere else. Oh, now hold on a minute. Now I'd be willing to do this if you can give me a bigger trailer. Yeah. Let's do the red. I don't know which one's the best one, so we'll just do this one. Yeah, I'll do that one. My truck can haul it. Now, go. Stop. Just stop trying to tell me my truck can't do it. My truck will haul this perfectly fine, I hope. I think most likely why they're telling me I better reconsider is because the fact my truck is very long. And it's not going to help with the hauling of this equipment. But I've got the best engine and everything in this truck. So I know she can haul it. Alright. Alright, it's a 236 mile long journey. Compared to probably about 300,000. Alright, let's make sure to turn the turning signals on. Make sure everything's clear because I'm about to take this thing and make a wide freaking turn with it. Luckily, there is this little area that you can basically do that with, so that's a blessing. Now, I know this truck could have probably done it without it, but we're doing it with it anyway because of the fact that it's just safer to do it that way. I should have probably honestly put the warning signs on the front, and I know I have some wide load signs. But honestly, we're not a wide load. It's just that we have a long piece of trailer that we have to haul with us. Doesn't make it a wide load, in my opinion. And there's a train coming, so this ought to be entertaining to watch. Ooh, that was close. Way too close for me, but whatever. Oh, here it is. I gotta wait for this thing to go all the way up, or else it's not gonna end well. I can tell that this thing is going to struggle like crazy trying to haul this. My light's not green, so I can't go. Alright, sporty. Might want to watch it there. Okay, now they're getting the green, so I guess I get to sit here. This truck looks so much better when the bright lights are on. I love the fact that on this truck, those things are stretching so hard. That is going to bust those lines. Like, horribly bad. That is going to bust those lines. If it doesn't, it'll surprise me. I know it's just little hoses with air and electrical stuff in it and all, but it's still crazy to think about. I should be able to turn. Yep. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have to take up 2 lanes. Because this thing is wide. Luckily, with the thing on the back, though, it does help it turn a lot. So it's like, oh, well, okay. We did it. We're fine. Alright, so for those of you who are wondering where it is that we're going, we are going all the way back. What? It's taking me all the way back to where I already went. Nice. We're going all the way back, and we're taking the interstate, which is 82, all the way down, getting off, getting on 84, and we're going to Pendleton, excuse me. Let me pronounce it correctly. So basically, we're backtracking most of the way just to go deliver a thing. So that's nice. Alright, we go up to 45 now. I like the fact that it does make all the stuff kind of reflect. That's really cool. Annoying, but cool. Kind of shows you the amount of... I bet you they're going to make me pull into this. Told you. That's the kind of people these guys are. They were going to make me pull into it even if I didn't want to. This is one of those way stations where it's like, hold on a minute. If I end up breaking the way station or something, what exactly do you plan on doing? Luckily, though, I get off and I get to go off this exit, so I'm not really too worried about it. Still waiting on where the indicator is for that, because it's like got the ticking noise and all, but it doesn't have anything else. Like it's just there. Hold on, there's one other thing I need to check. Did they add a system to where the trucks now don't um automatically, let's see, turning automatic blinker off? Yes. Okay, I don't know why it's not wanting to do it like it's supposed to, but it's supposed to. Also, I love the fact I have a little mirror there, even though I don't use it, it's still there. Oh god! They added suspension to the cars? Sorry! Man just got a whole lot of truck. Alright, stop. Make sure there's nobody coming. Yeah, see, this is gonna be what's gonna kill me, is trying to drive all the way through, up through this. And I know it will, because I don't, ugh. I love this truck and all of it. I don't know if she's gonna be able to do it. Like, I have faith that she can. This is up a mountain, so I guess we'll have to see. Might want to put my blinkers on because, you know, big truck haul big load. She's getting up to speed like she needs. It's just that it's taking her a lot longer than it is everybody else because of the fact that she's hauling a lot more than everybody else is. I bet you that cop's looking at this and he's like, dear God. I'll put it this way. If they ever add a mechanic into this game to where if you work an engine too hard and it'll explode, I will probably blow up a lot of engines. Left lane ends. Well, I'm glad I'm not in the left lane then. So this is going to be where it's going to scare the crap out of me. Is when we start going downhill, oh, that's going to scare me. Because this thing is scary going downhill. Stuff like this scares me going downhill. Because you never really know what's going to actually happen. And as you can see, we're picking up a lot of speed very, very rapidly. Alright, so hopefully she can keep herself under wraps all the way down. I hope she can, because I don't think I can. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna go back up a hill. That's good. That's honestly a good thing. Going back up a hill's good. It'll slow her down. Yep, there we go. I'd hate to see this cruise control actually trying to do this. Hello, rat. You know what? The thing's like right here. If I can pull in without having the fear of, yeah, there's no way this will work. But we're going to try it anyway. You know what? Nah, we're just going to keep going. I think this thing will haul it fine without the oversized load warnings and all on it. As long as she doesn't give out of fuel, I think we'll be okay. Like, she hauled it up that hill a lot better than I thought she would, so. Also, guys, once I get done with this this particular load, I'm probably going to go on ahead and get off. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta go do something. Sorry, guys. My little brother has Game Pass, and my account is still linked up on my email address. So whenever he buys something or whatever, it sends me an email. And it was talking about how his Game Pass didn't come out, and I figured I'd go and tell him and let him know about them increasing it from $20 to $30. Just in case he didn't know. And from the way he reacted, I don't think he did, so yeah. I'm glad I keep up with that stuff, though, because with him playing on Xbox, it's helpful little bit of information. There's no way this thing is at. Yep, there it goes. Crap! No, I just screwed up major. Yep. There's nothing I can do to make this fix itself either. Like, nothing. Wait, hold on, maybe. Nope, nothing. Alright, well, I just screwed up. Oh well. Yes, I want to cancel it. I don't care anymore. I don't want to drive that truck really anyway. I hate that, but oh well. Didn't really like it too much anyway, so we'll just go grab another truck and give this one back because that was a bad screw up there. Totally restore. I didn't need to restore it yet. Dear Lord, that poor truck. Hold on. What kind of engine do you have in you? A 505, and I bet you got a good transmission, so it was just the restoring it then. Alright, well, we're gonna drive it, dude. Sorry. My truck now, sucker. Alright, so since we unsuccessfully did that one, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go on ahead and quick travel so that we're ready to do this tomorrow to Montana. Now, unfortunately, for some reason in this game, they did not bother to give Montana more than 3 spawn points. So that I'm still trying to figure out why they didn't do. But this is going to be the next job. Matter of fact, I think I've already hauled out of here before. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody